What's going on, everybody, and welcome back. It's Flame On Friday, and this week is a super special week. Why? Because I've been telling you for the last few weeks that, well, I have a guest chef planned, and, well, I guess tonight I should be the guest chef because I have a real gangster coming in the kitchen with me tonight. He's been cooking for over 25 years, graduated from culinary school. Cooking is his life, okay? So I make Flame On food on Fridays. This dude makes Flame On food every day. So without further ado, let's bring out Max Becker, chef man. Thank you for joining me, brother.
No problem, bro. Good to see you. No worries.
All right, so what are we making tonight, Max?
So tonight we're gonna do a cedar plank roasted salmon. We're gonna pair that with a pineapple salsa and a yam puree. All right, super healthy dish. Very simple to make. Doesn't take much time. This is the cedar plank here, as you can see. That's one thing that I want to start off with, is that you have to soak this in water. All right, anytime you use a cedar plank or skewers that are wooden, always soak them in water first so they don't burn.
Okay,
super
cool.
important, okay?
Noted, for sure.
That's what's in there. We've got our yams here, seasonings for the salmon. I'll go into the depth there later. We got red onion, pineapple. We've got some green beans that we're gonna garnish with later. Cilantro, this is all for the salsa, all right? We've got the oven on. We're gonna sear it in the pan first, and we're gonna get the puree going in the pot, all right?
Well, it sounds pretty smacking, dude. It sounds like it's gonna be a Flame On meal, so I'm super excited, and stay tuned.
Well, so first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna season our salmon. We got some beautiful salmon here, skin on, all right, which is really cool. I'm glad they kept the skin on. The skin tastes great, and it's healthy.
Yep.
All right, so we've got, for our seasoning here, we've got some sea salt. We've got garlic powder, onion powder, and a little bit of paprika.
Yum.
We're also gonna use some fresh cracked black pepper, okay?
Cool. Right.
I like to season the meat ahead of time for at least 10 minutes, let it sit out at room temperature so you get a good penetration of that seasoning, you get all the flavor possible. So we're gonna go with salt first. All right, always season from high. As you can see, I'm not directly over the meat. I'm at least like a foot over it.
Okay.
That helps you get a good spacing on your seasoning so you don't get clumps in it. The garlic powder, just a little bit. Fresh black pepper on there. Careful with fish and marinating as well. If you use citrus or anything like that, that's actually gonna start cooking the fish. All right, so we're gonna go same on this side.
Nice.
Skin on fish is great.
Is there benefits from eating the skin of the fish too?
The skin has, it has more omega-3s in it,
Nice,
but the flavor profile on the skin is great.
All right, don't forget, we're leaving this for 10 or 15 minutes. Let the seasoning soak in. We're not trying to miss out on the flavor, baby, okay?
That's right.
Oh, dude, you're like hyperspeed. You're like a NASCAR pit crew out there. Look at that shit.
They're great for you. And the best time of year to eat them is obviously in the fall, which is what we're in.
Nice.
Okay, so we're gonna go with this into the pot.
Are we adding any liquids to the pot?
Yep, I'm gonna add water to it, but I'm also, before I add water to it, I'm gonna add a quarter of this onion.
Nice.
What you really wanna do is you wanna feature the vegetable when it's peak in season.
Yeah.
That's when it's got the most sugar. That's when it's gonna
flavor.
Exactly.
More flavor is greater, baby. You know how we roll.
I'm gonna get this on the stove. We're gonna let that go full. We're gonna bring that up to a boil, and then we'll turn it down to a simmer once it starts cooling. Now we're gonna start working on the pineapple salsa.
Oh, yes, dude. I'm super excited about that. Let's do it.
This is gonna be like a pico de gallo.
Ooh, very
You know what I'm
nice.
saying?
Okay,
So
nice.
basically, instead of using tomatoes, we're using pineapple.
Oh, nice. A little
Yeah.
more of a sweet taste to it.
Exactly.
Nice.
You
I've
can
never
just-
had pineapple with fish. This sounds like it's gonna be a nice little change.
It's great. It works really well with mahi-mahi. So a lot of times if you go to Hawaii, you'll get pineapple salsa quite
Right.
often.
Why are we going red onions?
Red onion's usually a little bit sweeter, and I like it for the color as well. It makes
Yeah.
it look pretty.
Yep, no doubt.
And also, while we're waiting for Robbie to unbundle the cilantro, I'm gonna take this out of the water, and I'm gonna pat it dry, and I'm gonna throw this in a 400-degree oven. All right, let it dry. Now more than ever, people have the opportunity to cook for themselves.
Right.
And it's the best thing for you because you control what goes into your own body.
Yes,
Like,
dude, exactly. And that's the premise that we always make with the show, is that the reason why we cook from home is because we know exactly what we put in the ingredients, and we can make it way healthier. We never know what's going to be thrown into our food when someone else is handling it. So,
Absolutely. Love cilantro.
oh, dude, I feel like there's just never too much.
Okay. And that's gonna be like the base of us also. We're gonna I'm gonna
Nice.
mix it up a little bit. Add a little bit of salt.
Cool.
Let that salt penetrate the pineapple.
Nice, no doubt.
And while we're
Yeah, so the salt right then, it allows it, when it absorbs, it allows the flavor to then kind of erupt, I guess, so to speak.
the salt opens the pores of anything.
Right.
So like you see with the salmon, first thing I did was put the salt.
Right.
Because I know that the rest of the ingredients in the rub are gonna start.
faster.
Exactly.
Yeah, no doubt.
A couple pads, and I'm gonna use 1 pad per piece of fish.
Nice.
So we're gonna go into the skillet first, skin side.
Oh, okay.
Whenever you cook the skin, always skin side first.
And why is that?
You want it to crisp.
Oh, for
Alright, so
sure.
you don't want to eat
Soggy fish.
Exactly.
Right, no
So
doubt.
soggy salmon skin, no bueno.
No way.
So I'm adding that salt like we talked.
Nice.
I'm gonna toss this really quick. Color, like, look at that, it's beautiful.
Beautiful.
We're gonna add some zest and stuff to that in a little bit, but this is just the base. Now that that is going, I'm gonna add about 1/8 of a stick of butter to it. All right, I'm gonna get this super hot, start cooking the salmon. Check on the board and make sure it's not on fire. Smell that?
So what's the smell?
So that is the,
Ooh, wow, what an
isn't it
interesting.
smell? It's almost like a sauna.
Yeah, 100%.
Right?
Yeah, yeah.
So cedar plank cooking is a Native American technique that they've been using, since way back when.
Dang.
A lot of people don't realize that that's where that comes from, but the whole idea is to have the salmon get the smoky
it out.
flavor,
Yeah,
right? So
100%.
without having to smoke anything. They have them everywhere. You can get them at Smart and Final. You can get them at most grocery stores in like the barbecue section.
Right.
Wherever they have wood chips, they'll usually have cedar planks.
Really
So,
nice.
salmon is one of those fish that you definitely want to eat medium. Understand that the more you cook something, the more you eliminate the nutrients. So
Yeah, right. It's all kind of evaporating.
yeah, when you eat meat well done, it's harder for your body to digest, and it has less nutrients in it. Stick your hand over there real quick so you can see what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's pretty hot.
You feel the heat?
Yep. Yum. And that butter right there can allow it to kind of soak in.
The butter
All
will
seasoning.
automatically start to burn, which will create a very nice sear. 90 seconds on each side.
Okay,
you know what
so
I mean?
pretty quick then.
We're close. We don't want to cook these in the pan. All right, we're just searing it. Sexy.
Wow, the smell.
That's awesome. Sexy, sexy, sexy. You can see how it's still rare. We're
Right.
not cooking the meat.
Right.
Just searing it. Smell it. Oh, I love it. It smells so good.
Oh, that's special right there.
Okay,
We're gonna get
throw
that
it
in
in the
there.
oven, and I'm gonna set a timer for 5 minutes just so I can check on them.
So good.
These are blanched, which is you boil water and you cook them for about 90 seconds.
Okay.
Not sears, but it ensures that the nutrients are locked in, and it locks the color in, so they're nice and bright green.
Nice.
Then I marinate them in soy, sweet chili sauce, and some garlic. So now that we're getting close, I'm gonna add zest to this. Just gonna literally just get the outside. See how I'm leaving the pith?
Right.
Just taking the green. That's called the zest, okay? I'm not using the juice, don't need the juice in this. And I'm gonna do some lemon zest too. If you're standing in this room, you could totally smell what I
Oh,
just
dude,
did.
I'm salivating as we speak right now. Oh, this for me. Give my own little spoon.
Just check for salt.
Just to make sure it's good.
Need salt.
Dude,
It's good though.
that is stupendous.
It needs more salt.
Yeah, just a little bit of
You
that.
wanna taste that
A
salt?
little bit of it, because it's not too much sweetness to overpower. Right, no doubt.
When we're done cooking, now it'll be ready to rock.
That is flame on, son.
So I got my easy read here. These things are great. They're not expensive anymore. They used to be really expensive. Now they're like 20 bucks.
Yep.
If you cook a lot, I totally recommend just getting one instead of calibrating
Yeah,
an
totally.
old school guy. All right, I'm gonna make sure I penetrate here.
Oh, dude, we're almost at 130, yep. And we're gonna let it sit now or what?
We're gonna pull that out actually.
Nice, dude.
10-minute rest is normally like what you would do in a restaurant.
Yeah.
Shut the oven off, turn on broil. At the very end before I plate, I'm gonna get this under the broiler just to get a little bit extra crisp on that skin. All right, so what I'm doing is I'm getting
A little of that broth, too.
some of the liquid in there and making sure that there's onion in there, all of the above. You don't want too much liquid because I'm not trying to like make a soup. I want it to be a puree.
Right.
All right,
Dang, more flavor is greater, baby.
always season, man.
Always.
People don't season, and then they go, my food's bland. Oh yeah,
Yeah, well, sucks to suck, man.
exactly.
Go ahead, camerawoman. Show them what we're looking at right now. Look at that steam. Look at all the color. Look at the smoothness, the texture.
Beautiful color, man. Mother Nature makes the best colors.
Okay, now we're gonna throw it back in the oven on broil, right?
Right. It's on broil right now. And this is gonna be quick. It's like, you know, a minute.
Cool.
Put this on the plate first.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that looks awesome.
See how you want it to be like this beautiful sauce. Like the salmon, just like that. To get this hot, we're gonna saute these green beans really fast. We're just gonna coat them and heat them up. These are cooked already. Like, there's a little bit of color to the plate.
Woo!
Like so. Then we're gonna use some of that extra virgin olive oil I talked about earlier.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit to garnish.
Holy cow, dude. The flavors, the colors, the smell. I'm ready to try this out, man.
Please try it.
Cheers, dude.
Cheers, brother. Bomb.
Dude, the pineapple. It's the pineapple. It's got a nice crispiness to it, dude. It's not, oh my goodness.
You can get a little bit of the smokiness from the cedar, which is just what you want.
Yes, dude, I can taste a little bit of that. Oh, wow. Nice texture. It's so fresh. It feels like everything is just so, it feels healthy. I mean,
See how the green beans like pop? You don't want them to be mushy. Like you get them in a restaurant and they're like gray and they're mushy. No. You want them to be green, fresh. They should have snap to them.
You can see right here, we got the salmon right here, the taste of the cedar plank right here, and I'm telling you, man, if you're not gonna use this freaking little pineapple salsa for the salmon, you sure as hell should use it for something else because this flavor, stupendous, man. I can't think enough, Max. This is fantastic.
No worries, man. And that salsa is good for pork as well. You know, pork is really good with pineapple.
Yeah, you heard it right there. So pork on there, baby. Throw it in there.
Pork loin would be great with that.
Yeah, awesome. All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining us this week. If you guys enjoyed this video, show some love to my boy Max, man. Give him a follow on IG and share this video, like this video. Stay tuned for next week. We hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned.